Shot at gold for a second time. She leads us off the first serve to Viv. Funky bounce, and they'll take the first point too.
And it's always interesting to see how the two players who have played react versus Fed and Viv, who you just don't know when your match is going to start. Is it going to be 40-minute matches? Is it going to be 2-hour matches in front of us? And that's what she has been doing. Viv just demolished that.
Christian Alshon taking down Pablo Tejas in men's singles in the bronze medal match. 11-0, 11-2. Congratulations.
Double medal.
Big day for Christian.
Huge day, yeah, and that's hard to do too because you did lose yesterday, or not yesterday, Thursday in singles, but to win a gold certainly makes that bronze easier to play.
Oh, there's a flying Thomas Wilson.
Yeah, lobbing over Viv looks like a good idea until the Condor comes flying over out of the sky and just destroys it. Nice little off-speed roll down the middle.
1-2-1.
That hit Rachel's hand off of the tape there and had that weird spin on it, but stayed in, and that's perfectly legal. If you got your hand on the handle of the paddle, it can play on. So there's the threat of Thomas Wilson, and Rachel goes for a little too much. I like keeping him honest.
3-2-1.
That is precisely what they desire to get out of that. So it's much like in the Alshon and Thomas Wilson match, it's pick your poison of who you want to return to here.
Here's the offensive power of Federico Staksrud. In that three-game thriller you mentioned with Hayden Patrick-Quinn and Leah Jansen, and we're trailing actually in game 3. They said it was the positive energy on their side. When they're flat, they're silent. So keep a lookout for that. What a journey it's been for Rachel Rohrabacher. Talked about it in the interview with Anna too long ago. Thomas Wilson, oh my.
Is there a trampoline that they just installed on Humana Championship
Court? It
Court?
looks like.
I mean, watch this dude.
Boing.
What?
3-2-1.
It's like Tigger the Tiger.
Serve. 3-2-2. Tied out. 2-3-1.
Effortless hop of the kitchen and Ernie Seal by Thomas Wilson.
2-3-2. Tied out. 3-2-1. Second serve.
Great handle. They've done a nice job for the most part of hitting good volleys on their fourths. But they will not be deterred because they are the top seed. They love to put pressure. Viv David loves to go flying across there with the two-handed backhand poach.
Inside out goes Rachel Rohrabacher, keeping Thomas Wilson honest on the backhand side.
Yeah, that even took a funny hop on Rachel, and she was still able to get on top of that and have enough top spin to get that on the ground.
Oh, then Vivian David responds with an inside out volley of her own.
Yeah, and that's pretty to take a little pace off of it so it's more shallow and doesn't get to the paddle of Fed. Couple missed forehand dink rolls there from Rachel. Keep an eye on that.
4-1.
If Thomas and Viv could just have some fun while they were playing, that'd be nice. It's unbelievable. Smiling after every rally.
Point. Six to 1.
Forehand from Rachel Rohrabacher.
Yeah, because Viv sits with that two-handed backhand ready, so you have to have unbelievable pace.
Defense by Wilson popped up though, and Rohrabacher cleans it up.
Yeah, and so she was able to get that all the way across to the forehands or the right foot of Vivian David, and that is the target there. So well done by that lady right there. They need to get going.
Oh, Staksrud clearly bringing the pace.
Yeah, Fed will be doing that in about an hour and a half with Connor Garnett with only 2 humans on the court.
3-6-1. Second serve.
The deception there from Staksrud.
Yeah, Viv was mostly on it, but just too certainly capable of doing that, as is Rachel with big drives.
And Vivian David answering with some pace straight up on Staksrud.
Yeah, the perception of what Viv David was as a player like 18 months ago and what she is now, thankfully, this is one of the best players in the world, folks.
She's been around the sport for so long,
yes.
too. Nice to see a player like that get rewarded, and
I mean, catch, release, that is just a wild swing for that thing to get in, and the reason it was in is because it had so much spin on it. Wow.
Rachel Rohrabacher burning Thomas Wilson down the line.
Yeah, that ball was going to put a hole in the video board behind Thomas, but just couldn't get the paddle out of the way.
Right out.
1 point surrendered.
Four, 7-1. Point.
of the 4 players with shot at gold twice today, as we mentioned.
5-7-1.
Nice. That was good. Thomas Wilson loved it.
MVP.
5-7-2.
Wow.
Timeout.
Thomas joked about that on the other side of making it here. He said, I just have to hit a pretty good drive, and then I get to sit there in a lounge chair and watch Viv take over. Love how supportive he is.
Oh, it's awesome.
Vivian David continuing her campaign for MVP.
Yeah, and she stays on the line, and she's looking for the ball out of the air. She can adjust to a ball that bounces. So many players are surprised when a dink falls too deep and aren't ready to attack.
Too much.
I can assure you Thomas is not going over there and telling her to slow it down. Just keep going.
8-2. Point. Six, 8-1.
Too good. Vivian David.
Yeah, so there were a couple of rough points there for her, but don't stop doing what got you here, and that's why having a great supportive partner like Thomas just gets you out of that little rut for a second. Oh my.
A diving save from Thomas Wilson.
Yes, the Elise Jones Imitator Award goes to.
72.
You know, there's been a lot of talk of Thomas and Viv, but the lead is only one here, Michelle. I mean, Fed has definitely upped the ante here, and it's dangerous territory if they don't get some here.
Point. Nice, 7-1.
Loved the rip just a moment ago before that shot from Viv.
Yeah, that was a great handle from Rachel flying across the court. That's a phenomenal read. When Fed sees Thomas jump in there, the only place he can go with that paddle position is exactly where that ball went, and Fed was waiting for it.
David looked like she maybe wanted to call that ball wide.
Or maybe there was something wrong with the feet. I don't know. It's the whole operation.
Nice. Chaotic point there. Rachel Rohrabacher throwing in the lob at the last second.
Yeah, the disguise is good, and then Thomas was kind of between shots on what he wanted to do.
And Vivian David so consistent with their results, as we mentioned. See if they can protect this lead here. First serve. Tie game.
Yeah, that's just pretty, and I love what Fed's doing now, just putting so much pressure on, and he knows he's got Rohrabacher playing at her finest, already has a gold medal around her neck.
Second serve.
You know, and this is a partnership that started this year versus one that's been together forever. So this is as far as they've advanced. But I like Rachel and Fed.
Yeah, what's the ceiling for these two, if at all?
It's very high, higher than the one in here, that's for sure. And look where we're at.
Game point for the 12 seed, looking for an upset. That forehand of Thomas Wilson buries into the corner, not shying away from the moment.
No, we had to have him have the Wilson shot, finish it, that one where he jumps the corner right down the line, finds the angle. So how will they respond now?
No, it's wide. Another chance to tie it.
19-2.
Beautiful counter punch from Vivian David. That backhand is a weapon.
Sure is, because Fed is using his singles return here, and it's been very good getting the ball deep and putting them in better position. Just too good from Viv.
And a missed return brings game point back to the 1 seed, David and Wilson, with a chance to close out game 1. And they will on the drive of who else but Thomas Wilson and that nasty forehand. Game 1 goes to the 1 seed, but they had to earn it.
Did they ever?
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Championship round, and Vivian David saved the day in game 1, surviving against Rohrabacher and Staksrud.
Yeah, there was just that little dip, and Rohrabacher and Staksrud took advantage but didn't get all the way to the end. So let's see what happens here. Can they have a better start?
This serve off the let cord. Tough break.
0-0-2.
Too powerful off the paddle of Thomas Wilson, jumping into the middle.
Yes, we'll see if they can get their shake and bake game going here again.
0-0-1.
Oh my, oh. Thomas Wilson is so fun to watch.
He sprinted to the angle, and then he just gave Fed the laser eyes there. That was awesome.
At the top of the tape, almost got it. Oh, gets robbed there too. No
Crowd
points.
just can't deal with it. The torment of the tape.
The crowd and Colin Johns.
Yes.
That matter.
Boy.
0-0-1.
Vivian David, monstrous in the middle.
Just can't go there. I mean, she sits on the backhand, and that's going to. And her special skill is that ball gets down on the ground quickly.
So does that ball from Thomas Wilson, a quick sign out for the 1 seed. Still no points though.
I mean, the degree of difficulty of that first volley he hit on the move, that was smoked by Fed. I mean, I think Fed thought, oh, I'm going to get a winner out of this. And no siree.
Well played by Staksrud. Quick thanks to our referee crew for this one. Mark Thomas, Don Stanley, and Onisha Smith. of travel and a lot of hard work.
Yes.
On their behalf as well. Wilson mixes in the lob. Your thoughts on that timing?
Just not a fan of a one-handed backhand lob. I mean, if he makes it, fine, but it's just not something he does a lot.
Second serve.
At least it was done at 0-0. Wait till he gets the two-handed backhand roll figured out. It's on its way.
Fault called on Wilson. What a sequence, though, for Rohrabacher. Opening up the middle for herself.
The defense, the drop on the sideline, then rips the ball at Wilson and then gets a foot fault. But I think she'd rather have the clean winner than.
I know.
It's good, Mark. It's good. You don't need to call that one.
Just leave that one, okay? Some miscommunication in the middle, almost, for Staksrud and Rohrabacher.
Not almost. Full-on miscommunication. And then at the last second, he had to brush the back of the battle, and that actually put a lot of spin on the ball.
Why wouldn't Fed take that ball every time?
Should. So.
Ooh, yeah. Rachel Rohrabacher.
So everybody asks, well, why do you talk about it getting on the ground or in the dirt or whatever you want to call the ball bouncing? It's the ability to take it out of the air. You can do so much damage. I mean, Fed uses that same cat and mouse side-to-side movement that you'll see in singles later and doubles. He's got to be aggressive. Hopefully that middle ball issue reminds him of what he can do up there.
Oh, and then Vivian David pockets that one down the line.
Because Rachel went where you just can't go. The only way to attack cross court is to somehow find her right hip, but the risk of that going wide is significant. A little farther across the body. Well done, Rachel.
It's like she hurt you on that adjustment.
3-0-2. Timeout. Zero, 3-1.
Ooh, Vivian David swords it down the sideline.
Yeah, Wilson was almost beaten by the same shot from Rohrabacher, but just was able to get a paddle on it and keep it safe. And then Viv just so pretty. Oh, that's not going to happen again.
1-2.
So Thomas needs to put that in his memory bank because Rachel's talking to herself about 3 of those now on that forehand dink. So throw it in the middle and then down the line. And that had an absolute carryover effect to the swing at the return.
3-3-2.
Oh, that is so perfect from Rachel Rohrabacher.
Wait, I thought you were playing center field. No, I thought you were. Just the right amount of pace and spin there. Really well done.
It's a narrow margin. Side out. I want to talk about eyewear. We mentioned, Dave, I asked Rachel Rohrabacher about hers, and she has astigmatism, so these are prescription lenses, exactly what you said a game ago. No other option for her.
So I'm just going to keep an eye on Rachel here. Couple mistakes, then throws up the lob that goes deep. Yeah, this needs to be a timeout. This just needs to be, hey, Rachel, you won a gold medal. You're an awesome player. Don't care about the last couple of rallies. Just come bring your best stuff again. We're going to be fine.
Wilson and David still on a 1, and now with a 2-point lead on their side. But as you mentioned, the start of the match, Staksrud and Rohrabacher, very high ceiling for them. Fun partnership coming together this season.
And that's what we always love to see. We see these things like, ooh, that could be interesting. And sometimes they flame out wildly, and you hear about, oh, we were going to play all year, and this is our last one. And others are locked in, and this is one, you know, I think they are enjoying it, obviously playing in a final here as well. And, you know, Thomas and Viv will play together as long as they both play pickleball. I mean, it's the connection and the joy. And the other thing I love is all of the companies coming into pickleball and supporting it. Pickleball Central is our title sponsor here. And guess what, Michelle? If you buy a paddle right now, you get two. They're just going to put a couple balls in there, and then you're going to be able to go out for free.
Love it.
Go out there and play. So you can get anything you ever needed for the pickleball court. You want to set up in your driveway, they'll get you a temporary net to get you going, and then get a couple paddles, 4 balls for free. You're all set.
Wonderful partnership. PPA and Pickleball Central.
Okay.
Yikes.
So Thomas was a little chatty after that one, and that just little level of intensity from him is a good thing.
Viv David throwing down the hammer.
Yes, and they just pretzelized Rachel Rohrabacher. She was all over the place there trying to get a ball on the ground. Couldn't do it. There's a miss. Man, this looks so much different just about 7 minutes ago, Michelle.
8-1.
Oh, no.
One count, sir. That was the third. That was after your third shot.
Okay. So we have a lot of stuff going on here. There's
Not just serve. It was after the third shot.
So
it was after the third shot.
So let me explain once Mark's done talking what happened. So there's a footfall call. He actually wanted to challenge the serve, which you can do, but it's got to be before the third shot of the rally, and the third shot had been hit there. So you cannot challenge the serve.
Second serve.
Desperately needed stop.
9-2.
Good response from Rohrabacher, but a damaging run there by Wilson and David.
Finally got some positivity on that side of the court.
3-9-1.
us Flemings love flamingos, and that was the exact thing that Fed needed to do there, but then just didn't get the paddle face closed down the way he wanted.
392.
My goodness, Thomas Wilson not letting Rohrabacher and Staksrud off the hook, 2 points away.
And that's a play I think more teams should run, which is if you are going to unwind the stack, just have the lady return it down the line, and then she's done with the rally. Thomas, go get the next ball.
Just back. Where do you then position yourself if you're the guy in that sequence?
You're just waiting in the middle of the court, because if the return is deep, it's hard to get it around a guy that's as athletic as Thomas.
Quick holds, no points for David and Wilson.
Yeah, barely hit the ball there, so this is where momentum could come.
Great court coverage by Staksrud.
Thomas got jammed, so threw up a lob volley there in the middle of that, and it almost worked out. But Fed can get going and win. He does it in singles all the time, wins 3 or 4 points in a big hurry.
Rohrabacher strikes first on a slight pop-up. Can't get away with it.
Absolutely want her to go after that one. Just hits the tape.
Little bit of life here for Staksrud and Rohrabacher.
Get that the heck on out of here, Fed.
And you think that gives them a little bit of juice to close here in game 2. We'll see.
9-5-1.
I mean, how many times is Thomas Wilson going to come charging behind his partner who thinks the point's over? It's unreal. How many of him are there on that court? That was awesome. And then he went for a little too much with the forehand. This
Eclipse a game point here. Despite healthy lead, it's slowly losing its grip. And that's a good drive from Vivian David to bring game point to their side.
Yeah, took advantage of the short return.
10-5-2.
Missed it, but Thomas Wilson still applauding his partner.
He does not want her to stop playing aggressive ever. That's what gets them to the championship.
Second serve.
Just not clean for Rachel here in game 2.
5-2.
What a ball from Rohrabacher to pull David and Wilson off the kitchen.
Yeah, and even a team that's played 2,971 matches together, if you count the rec play, has a problem in the middle sometimes. And Wilson with a Wilson right there. And another ball just meandering through the middle and two people staring at each other. They got it. Fed's got to be aggressive on that.
Game point number 2 for Wilson and David. Oh, Fed Staksrud saying he heard the start of a sentence from Mark Thomas, the referee, in that sequence. Thomas saying you had no chance in that rally anyways.
Replay at 10-6-1. Big service. Here we go.
So I don't know what Mark thought he saw there, but he did start to say something. So Fed's like, hey, if the referee's chatting when I'm trying to hit the ball.
David closes out game 2 with a roll down the middle.
And the pickleball gods always have the referees' backs there, because you feel horrible that you became part of the action there on a game point. Certainly unintentional, but these two are something special.
From taking gold. No, Fed called it out?
Oh, that made it.
Okay.
Sometimes
I was just gonna say
the call is sometimes short, as in it didn't make it all the way back, but that definitely did.
That was nasty ATP from David.
You love the ones that go off the post because you give them those that you can bring back into the middle of the court. Well done from Viv.
He diving Vivian David after that defense off a throttled overhead.
We would be calling the nearest hospital if I had to do the splits like she just did. My goodness, what effort.
That's a nice play from Rachel Rohrabacher.
And the patented yell afterwards in the pirouette. So that's good energy from these two. And Viv has dominated the cross-court dinks when we've gotten into those. There haven't been a lot of them, but that's just a lot of confidence for Viv they can carry over.
Points earned by Staksrud or Rohrabacher. Good hold for Wilson and David.
Can't go there. I know it's one of your favorite things to do, but with Viv just sitting there and it's compact, so it's not going to be a big swing that's going to be late on a ball with pace, and she gets it down on the ground so fast. Fed was diving back into the middle. She could have bunted that 4 miles an hour down the line and had a winner.
1-0-2.
Wilson threw in the lob, and what a track down by Rohrabacher.
The degree of difficulty what that woman just did to be able to get that down, because Thomas is just sitting there waiting for something.
He wanted the pace. Ooh, denied by the post.
Yeah, she has a terrific ATP, as we saw earlier in this game, but ran out of room and then rushed it.
1-1-2.
Tom's got a lot of middle dink practice in the men's doubles match, and they're going back to it here again because he doesn't want to get in cross courts with Fed, and Rachel is dangerous as well, so well done. And if the middle of the court becomes a Pez dispenser just kicking out points, they're going to just keep throwing it there.
2-1-1.
What a rip from David.
It's amazing that they've chosen to return a ton to Thomas in this, and that is why right there, because then Wilson's flying forward.
Continues to set up David down the line.
And just that beautiful inside out, but the ball's up in the air. She had lots of choices there. It's getting into scary territory for Rohrabacher and Staksrud.
Calls out.
So Fed is going to challenge his own call there, and you can't do that, so you're going to just say it's presumed in, and then I'm going to challenge that. We get to the same destination. It's just you know, GPS kicks out some coordinates. This is the second one on how to get there, and ooh, that baby might be in.
After meeting review, in ruling stands, ball was in. Timeout lost, challenge lost. 1 timeout, 2 timeouts, resume playing 5-1-1.
So in indeed.
Yep.
It's an unbelievable shot by Thomas Wilson too. Sort of lost in the review there, my goodness.
Yes. And the right thing to do by Fed if you're not 100% sure to let that ball be in and challenge it on your own volition.
Thomas 5.
Score is 5-1.
5-1-1.
On a 1.
Second serve.
His third drive. Looking to catch Rohrabacher and Staksrud unwinding that stack.
Look what we have here. They chose not to unwind there. So Rachel's playing on the left. She played brilliantly on the left in the women's match for part of the time because of that versatility of her and Bright.
Side out. Win 6-1.
I mean, that first volley is just clobbered by Wilson there.
1-6-2. Point. 2-6-2.
play. Vivian David finishing off the work of Wilson.
Yeah, and Wilson and David, despite all the fireworks from the shake and bake when they have the ball, have been the better team at the kitchen line as well. And that's just going a little too far to jump into a rally there from Fed.
7-1.
Vivian David through the middle, and the 1 seed 3 points away from golds.
Yeah, and what happened there is whoever they thought was going to take the first ball did not take the second ball and goes right between them.
Point. One.
Wow, everything going their way.
And a championship point to follow. Vivian David and Thomas Wilson on the brink of capturing their first title as a team. And they'll do it. Thomas Wilson and Vivian David are your gold medalists for this mixed doubles championship Sunday.
The #1 seed, Vivian David and Thomas Wilson, run it all the way to the finals with a command performance. Vivian David grabs her first gold of the day, and Thomas Wilson goes 2-4-2. 2 golds for that dude, and they are standing by with Michelle McMahon.
Yeah, that crowd reaction pretty much says it all. Thomas, 2 gold medals for you on the day, and you earned them, my friend. You look exhausted first and foremost, but what's been the best part about this gold medal run?
Easily the best part is the fans. This is my 3rd year here. I mean, people are just so supportive of everyone here. Just the energy is amazing, so that's #1. #2, pick the right partners, you know? Christian and Viv are unbelievable players, as you guys saw. So, I mean, we just got to play free the whole weekend in men's and mixed. So that's how I like to play pickleball. So super fortunate to get gold, and go team.
And Vivian, I say you picked the right partner in mixed. She's so supportive of you in that aggressive role on the female side of things in mixed. Even when you miss, he's still in your corner. What has Thomas meant to your partnership as you now win your first title together?
Everything. No, I mean, I'm so blessed to be playing with him. I mean, he's like a brother to me. I miss a few shots, and he knows what I'm going for. And when I'm playing free, he encourages it until the end. So thank you, Thomas, for just encouraging me to fire away. And that's what we did today. We fired away. But gosh, I love playing with him so much. It's so fun. Like literally every time I come to a tournament to play mixed doubles, I'm so excited to play mixed. Like it's so fun. So it really is Christmas morning, every tournament.
Well, 2 straight finals for you guys, and you finally did it. 5 of the last 6 tournaments, by the way, also reaching a podium. And what people might not know is this guy's still working a full-time job back home, managing a new baby girl at home, too. What do your bosses say about all this?
Hey, they're super supportive. I've worked at Alert Media for almost 6 years. It's a software company, amazing company. My leadership is super supportive, so just living the dream, honestly.
I love it. Well, Chris Carson is here, the VP of Marketing from Pickleball Central, our title sponsor this weekend, to deliver a well-earned trophy for these 2.
Congratulations, you two. So proud of you both. What an amazing performance today from both of you. On behalf of Pickleball Central, I'm pleased to present this trophy to you for champions in the Pickleball Central Indoor USA Championships.
Dave.
What a performance, what a day for Thomas Wilson, and they have earned the right. And when you carry that #1 seed into a tournament for the first time, it can be a heavy weight to bear, but not for these 2. What a run they had. So we are going to take 2 humans off the court and play some singles now, folks. So we're going to start with the ladies, and we've got quite a matchup coming up. Salome Davidze is going to battle Paris Todd. for gold when we come back.